Hello, my name is Sarah and welcome to my YouTube channel, Intentional Living. Goals, goals, goals. That is something that we are discussing today. We have all set goals before, I'm very sure about that. And most of the time when we speak of goals, we think that if you have a company, then you have to set goals. Or if you're going to embark on something so big, that's when you require to set goals. But I'm very sure that we all set goals. Some of us set goals at the beginning of the year when we are looking at what is going to happen in the new year and we want to make some changes. Others prefer to set goals at the beginning of every month because maybe that's the time when money has come in or you're starting a new project. Some people opt to set goals at the beginning of a big event. Maybe they are getting married, maybe they've decided to follow Jesus, maybe they've decided to start a company, and that prompts them to set goals. The truth is, we all set goals at one point in life, but what really happens to those goals? I'm sure you've looked at your goal list and you're thinking, was this me? What happened to me? How come I did not get to achieve these goals? Well, I remember someone trying to say that this year I'm going to lose 20 pounds, but it is July and they are on pound 40. Actually, they have gained more weight. You could have set a goal and said, I'm going to save more. But because of this COVID era, you have practically used up all the money that you have received. Most of the times when we decide to set those goals, we lay a strategy. For instance, when you say that you're going to lose weight, then you say that the strategy that I'm going to put in place to achieve this goal is doing 20 sit-ups a day. Or maybe I am going to purchase a rope and try to skip about 20 rounds every morning. That's a very good goal. Some of you could have said that this year I'm going to read, every month I'll read 3 books. So the strategy is get the list of the books that you're going to read. Maybe you're reading three different books by 3 different authors. You've counted the pages, the number of pages, and you say, okay, in the first week or the first 1.5 weeks, I'm going to read the first book. The second, something like that. You have a plan. That's the strategy. If you have a company, I'm sure you have set a goal and have decided, okay, this is how we are going to arrive to that particular goal. But what usually prevents us from achieving those goals? There are so many things, but there is a wise man. This wise man said, culture eats strategy for breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day, and they usually say that have breakfast like a king and dinner like a poor man. Well, when the culture that we have is not worked on, our goals and strategies are just not going to work. How? You could say that culture, I am Ugandan, I'm an Ichesot, so for us in a culture we do ABCD. Well, yeah, that's culture. But there are these other things that are a part of you, certain habits that are part of you that are actually your culture, that eat up the strategies that you put in place to achieve certain goals. For instance, you are the kind of person who likes to work, your most productive times are 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. But if you're not at work, you sleep from 7 to 10 a.m. Now that culture of oversleeping eats into your goals. If you're still that kind of person and you're in office, you find that between 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. you're busy chit-chatting with your workmates, and instead of being productive, concentrating on the goal that you have set for the day, you're busy chit-chatting. Now that eats into your goal eventually because of culture. Some of us are in the habit of saying yes to everything. We can't say no. So if you've said that this evening I'm going to sit down and read this book, I need to finish this book, and you can actually finish it, but because you got a phone call and your friend is telling you let's go out, and you can't say no, you say yes and you ditch that goal. Your culture is eating into your goal. Some of you have set a goal and said, I am going to save much more. But when you see a shoe, your culture is, I need to get everything that makes me happy. So you see a very nice shoe, I need to get that. You see a very nice pair of jeans, I need to buy myself a very nice pair of jeans. After all, it's my sweat. Who can stop me from spending my own money? That culture leads you into spending more and saving less. Are we seeing how culture eats into our strategy, the strategy that we set to enable us to achieve a certain goal? Culture eats strategy for breakfast. So before you set your goals, look at your culture. What are those things that always hinder you from achieving certain goals? What are those things that you're known for that are not right? You're known for saying yes, you're a yes person. You are a person who gives a lot of your time to people, and you don't give yourself some time. If you don't give yourself time, when will you achieve certain things? You are the kind of person who likes to spend. It is your culture to overspend. Now, I want us this week to write down the things that we do, our habits, those teeny tiny habits that constantly eat us up. It could be spending a lot of time on social media. It could also be spending a lot of time engaging in conversations that are not beneficial to you. Oversleeping. You watch so many movies. You can spend a whole day watching movies. Not that these things are bad, but just write them down and reflect on how these things eat up the strategies that you have set for specific goals. After reflecting on them, you can work out a plan and say, okay, instead of sleeping for 5 extra hours, I'm going to reduce to 2 extra hours. And you find yourself in these other 3 doing something more constructive. Remember, culture eats strategy for breakfast. Let me know how this video helped you, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Bye.